Alright, so this is the start of my first devlog of making a speedrun game. Now, I have already made a speedrun game. However, that was a while back, and I'm kind of like, I've gotten better at scripting, and I think, even though it hurts to do this, I'm just gonna start from scratch. The reason I say it hurts to do this is because I had like a lot of stuff done. Like I had like the first world basically done, the tutorial level was done, everything was very nice looking, everything was very good. It's just, it was very messy, and I feel like it would just be better to start from scratch. So this is episode 1. You're gonna see the full progress, like from each episode I'm gonna be working on different things. And for this episode I'm just gonna work on the tutorial. So hopefully you guys can also learn some stuff while watching me make these scripts and watch me make the whole game actually. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoy it and let's get started. So yeah, I start off by removing the floor and adding my own platform. This platform is going to be where the players actually spawn when they start the tutorial. So I'm just adding some walls here, making it look nice. What I wanted to do is I'm going to make it so they walk into a doorway, right? Right here I'm just messing with the shadows and stuff, but here I make a door, and you can see once they spawn in, they're going to just walk to that doorway, so I have to make the doorway look nice, you know. First doorway they see, you gotta make it look nice. So I'm messing around with some designs, and eventually I come to a design I like, but it still doesn't look really right, you know, so I decide I'm gonna add some little wedges you can see in a couple seconds. Yeah, right here. So it looks a lot better once the wedges are added. You'll see once I finalize it. And there we go, we got the doorway done. Now we have to make a roof, so I didn't really know what I wanted to do for the roof. I was gonna do like a little castle theme, but then I scratched that really quick. And I just decided to go with some wedge stuff. I didn't really have anything in mind, so I was kind of just going with the flow, you know, just building whatever. And eventually I end up with this. I think it was a good choice. I kind of like it. But now that we're done with this, we actually have to add some color to it, so that's what I decided to do. First, actually, I had to add this wall, which blocks the player off from the door. Because when they spawn in, they can't go directly into the door. They have to wait for the tutorial dialogue, which I'll add later on. So now I decided to test the game, and I realized it's very fucking small, so I decided to size it up a bit by 10 studs, and I was alright with that. Later on I change it for certain reasons, you'll see soon, but now I gotta add a spawn point, so the players actually spawn in there. Because so far I've just been playing from my camera position. So there we go, now players actually spawn in there. I made it invisible and non-collidable, but now you see I'm actually in the game creator area. I actually have to make the game in order to set the animations to R6, so that's what I do right here. And now that I'm done with that, I decide I'm just going to organize my folders a little, because they're not very organized. You gotta keep your stuff organized. And when I'm done with that, I decide I'm going to color. The theme is going to be a color world, so I decided to do red, blue, green, you know. But as I'm building, I noticed that the studs are off by a little, and eventually I figure out why. It's because I sized it by 10 earlier, so I gotta unsize it, as you can see right there. And that fixes the issue, but I had to still fix up a little bit of things though. But yeah, once I fix that, I start coloring the rest of it. As you can see here, I colored the front, splitting it from red and green like that. I think it looks really nice. And here I was deciding whether or not I wanted to size it or not. But eventually, I just decided I'm just gonna keep it the original size and not mess with it at all. When you actually get into the game, I'm not gonna let you have jump power, so you're not gonna be able to jump anyway. So you wouldn't be able to jump over the wall, is what I'm trying to say. So it doesn't really matter. So now I decided to start working on the GUI. This GUI is going to be the stage indicator, which indicates what stage you are, basically what level and all that. So yeah, I started working on that. So yeah, once I'm done working on the GUI, I just move it up a bit because later on I'm going to have it sliding down with a script, so I have to hide it up there. So now I start working on the text GUI, which is going to show up when the player starts the game. A little tutorial guy is going to be talking to you, so I have to make a text box for him to be talking. So yeah, now once I'm done with that, I actually have to make the tutorial guy, his little avatar, so I can put his little icon in the corner, in that little box down there. And now once I'm finished making him, I take screenshots so I can put it up there. I've cut out the long parts so you guys don't have to see me uploading the image and stuff, saving it and all that. But eventually I come out with the white one, that's my favorite, so I keep that one. I like how it matches the actual text box and it has a shadow with it, it looks really nice. Now once I'm done with that, I just do some finishing touches to the actual physical layout, make it so you can't jump, I hide all those little edges at the bottom. And then finally, once I'm done with all that, I set this thing, do the same thing I did with the other GUI, I just slide it down, because it's going to come sliding up later. Now finally I decide to work on the title screen. The title screen is going to be pretty basic. It's going to have play, you can select your dimensions, and then there's going to be a replay tutorial. So this is what you're going to see here, just me making the title screen. So the main color for the game are going to be orange and blue. So I decided to add a little orange and blue theme to the title right here. So now I'm done with all this, and it's time to get into the scripting. So, it's a very simple script that I'm making here. Basically, when you click the button, the title is going to disappear, and it's going to make a click sound. So once I get that play script working, I decided to do the same thing for the replay tutorials button. Eventually the play button is going to do something else, but we're not at that point yet, so. And yeah, that about does it for this first devlog. All I've gotten done so far was most of the GUIs and the actual starting plot. But I'll be doing the scripting for the text when he talks to you and stuff, and everything else in the next episode because I'm really tired and I couldn't really be bothered to finish it. So yeah, again, that about does it, and thank you guys for watching. Leave a like if you want to see more content like this because, I mean, I like making games, so of course I'll like recording it. So yeah, please be sure to do that. Discord's also in the description where I'll be making updates for my game progress and giving little sneak peeks and all that. You can also leave suggestions of what you want to see in the game in the Discord. Anyways, yeah, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.